Hi, Taurus. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color. And I don't know why I put the cards in them. Okay. This is your reading for the month of December. So the energy is be limitless. Like, don't limit yourself in terms of jobs and opportunities, people, social situations. Thinking, I can't do this, I'm too this, I'm too that. It's too late, blah, 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 blah. No, no, you're limitless. You're limitless. You're a soul. You're a soul. You are. All right, I'm having a sale on readings until the 2nd for Thanksgiving. Nancy and that goes up automatically. Once you get into checkout, it just takes off 20%. And Nancy and I are offering the tarot classes again starting in mid-December. All the information for all those things are below. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm getting this all out before Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, be limitless. Don't limit yourself, your thoughts. You know what it is? You know what I got? I got this like kind of understanding. Um, of how we put ourselves and others in compartments. And it's like, that doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work. Oh, well, this person is like that, or I'm like that, or this job is like that, or this place, and it's like, maybe, that was your experience at one time, but things can change, or, you know, things are not always um, as they were. It's kind of like, a restaurant opens and it's really good and everybody goes. And then a year later, it's like, I don't know, the chef changed or, they changed the menu. It's like, it's not what it was. That's a weird example, but you understand what I'm saying. But I feel like it's more like, it's bigger than that. It's kind of like, allow things to expand. It's more that, I'll think of a metaphor, don't worry. It feels like there was a truce made. Maybe there's a truce between you and someone else, or you and part of yourself. It's like, okay, I heard you, but I'm going somewhere else. It's like this energy of like, I'm not thinking about that anymore. Or because it's just a change in thought, a change in a message, a change. And I'm really living in the garden. When I say I and a you, I've decided to live in the garden of abundance and flow, right? Where I'm loved and supported. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you realize that there's some uh, place that you haven't really been, say, supported. This happened again last night. I couldn't really sleep last night. I was up on the roof really late, like 3:30 or something. And I had met somebody at one of these meetups, and I really liked him. And like as a friend, and he lives here. He just moved here. So I was like, oh, we can hang out and la 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 la. And then I went downstairs, and he just disappeared. And I was like, don't run after things mm, that aren't like an open door. You know, don't run after things that are not an open door. It's like, see what's attracted to you. That's what I'm feeling. See what's attracted to you and what loves and supports you. And, nourish that. Nourish that. Maybe that's the old limits. That's what's going on. The old limits is like, I really want my neighbor to be really friendly with me who lives next door. And they're just not. And I brought them cake and I talked to them in the hall and they're like, off-putting. But there's somebody on another floor who's like super cool. It's like, well, hang around with them. See what I mean? All right. Yeah, go where the love is. Go where the love is. Go where the kindness is. Go where the support is, the comfort. Your intuition will tell you. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, that's the card of wealth. It's card of family dynasty. And this could be, this is interesting. This whole reading could be like a family reading. Okay. I know it's Thanksgiving. So maybe there's like, a relative that you always wanted to like get along with. You think they're really cool or whatever, but they pay you no mind. But there is another relative that is warm and kind and friendly and lovely. And it's like, well, go there. Because sometimes I think we complicate stuff. It's like, well, I have to make this one be my friend. I have to get this job, even though I have like another job that's, comfortable. I have to get this. Uh, Sometimes I feel like we limit ourselves when we're trying for something that's not meant to be ours. Yeah. And okay, another five. So let go of the disappointment and see what you do have. Mm-hmm. You're vibrating at a different level. You're vibrating at a different level. So what used to hold true doesn't hold true anymore. It doesn't really fit into your life anymore. It's like the difference between, let's say you go to a restaurant in your neighborhood and the food's okay. They're not nice, but you keep on going because it's like around the corner. And then there's another restaurant a few blocks from you or whatever, another neighborhood. And, maybe it's a little bit more uppity, a little bit, or more expensive or something like that. But they're super nice. Like they give you an extra appetizer. They always have a table for you. They ask about what's going on. It's like that's where you're vibrating. You're no longer vibrating in a place that doesn't love and support you. That's what's going on. And that's what the limit is. That's the limit to break. Oh, well, it's easy. And yeah, be willing to give something up that doesn't work for you anymore and see things from a different angle that's more loving and more nurturing and more fertile and more patient. Maybe it's from yourself to yourself. Maybe it's a combination of the two. It's from yourself to yourself and the people you are interacting with. Now, the Queen. The past is done. Move forward into the future. Because it's really disappointing sometimes when I really want something to work, a job or a friend or a living situation or whatever it is. And, sometimes we're so busy looking backwards into like, boo hoo hoo, what didn't happen, as opposed to looking at what does and is working. So before I got this apartment, I had an opportunity to get another apartment, and it's much more elegant. And it was much more elegant, or it is, I guess. But it was just a little bit, I mean, I could have done it, but it would have been almost double of what this is. And it would have meant that I would really, really have to book with guests like nearly every day, which I've done in the past. And I did that in New York, but here it's a more difficult animal to tell you the truth. And you know, instead of being oh it's like I made this place work. I mean, I have a private garden, so the other place had some outdoor space, but it wasn't like private garden. So, you know, oh, if only, oh, yeah, be in joy and let that inform you. Let that guide you. That's the transformation. That's the transformation. You know what it feels like? It feels like if I love myself more and I treat myself with more love, then I'm going to attract more love into my life. But if I keep on, going to that kind of restaurant, up the block that doesn't really treat me nicely, then I'm just going to keep on getting the same. I'm just going to keep on getting the same. And go where it's warm, go where you're loved, go where you're admired, go where you're supported. Because it's almost like you have two different plants, and one of them is really temperamental. Half the day it likes sun, and the other half the day it likes shade, and it doesn't know what it wants. It sometimes it wants water, and it's like difficult. Certain plants are really difficult. And then other plants, it's like they just keep growing and growing and growing. You can make little babies of them. So concentrate on that. So many times I think so many of us concentrate is like, oh, the one that got away, like eh, it's a waste of your heart energy. All right, away we go. The past is the past. Look forward to the future where there's support, abundance, creativity, and go your own way. This is not about following someone else's lead. This is about following your intuition and your heart toward a sense of stability and family. Oh, it is all for good. Let the disappointment go and be in joy. That's where the real fertility and transformation is, in kindness and love and nurture, and be willing to give up the things that no longer work because you no longer vibrate there anymore anyway. There you go. Blessings. Have a lovely December. If you want a reading or if you want to join our class, all the information is below. And happy Thanksgiving. All right. Bye.